Morning again, guys. All right, it's about 20 to 9 when I'm recording this. God knows how long it'll take YouTube to allow this one to go up. Uh, yeah, okay, kind of what we expected to happen this morning is happening. I want to give you the updates on what's going in 45 minutes here before the markets open. Uh, it's going to be ugly today, depending on which side of the fence you sit on. For some of us who have been smart and paying attention to this for the last, I don't know, 2 freaking years, actually might come out okay with some of this stuff. All right. Uh, Stock market, not looking good this morning. Right now, the Dow futures are down 287 and falling like a rock. Okay. So market's going to definitely open negative as it stands right now. Remember what I said last night at 10 o'clock when the Fed announced all this stuff? Futures were up 300 points. All of a sudden, the market's realizing 25 billion, that's what they're bailing out with Silicon Valley Bank, ain't nothing. Okay, remember this bank had over $200 billion in illiquid assets and deposits they're trying to cover. 25 billion, that's 1/8 of it. I just want to remind everybody this. Remember how much money we've sent Ukraine. Think about that. Here we go again. The government bailing out Ukraine, and we're getting screwed. Okay. Yeah. Now the futures are down 310, so that'll tell you how they're falling like a rock here as we go. Treasury yields. Your faith in the U.S. government. Okay. I'll give you this. 30-year bond yield right now down 4.25% this morning. 5-year down 9.6%. A 2-year treasury down 12.2%. This is the interest that's paid on it. And the 10-year treasury down 6.9%. Okay. So the stocks are getting crushed. Bond yields are getting crushed. The prices of bonds obviously are going up. Okay. Who's coming out smelling like a rose? Oh, I don't know. Maybe that would be precious metals holders. Right now, gold up $34 and change, 1.86%. Silver up $1.07, up 5.25%. This is before the market opens. It's telling you, okay? You had some of the bullion dealers I recommend, SD Bullion, JM Bullion. What were they coming out this morning saying? They had record purchases over the weekend. Remember, gold and silver, you've seen this for the longest time, is already, inventories were low with these bullion dealers. They're getting cleaned out. Okay, people are realizing, hey, you know what? Gold and silver might be a good place to put some money. What have I been telling you? What has Rudy been telling you? What has pretty much anybody who has something in a squirrel cage been telling you for the last 2 years? Okay, get real money. Okay, yeah, we're watching the fake money collapse and the real money go up in value. I mean, the dollar index 103.7 down 40.43%. Yeah, okay, this is the beginning to hyperinflation, guys. This is what is coming. Remember me telling you a year and a half ago or whatever it would be that 1 3/4 was the tipping point for the 10-year bond, and after that the government was going to be screwed. SVB proved exactly that with treasuries. The government's now falling right into line with it. It's the same problem. All right. Now, I'm going to give you this on what's going on with markets this morning. Okay, just as what's going on around the world. Take a look. The FTSE, okay, which is Great Britain, Financial Times Index, all right, down 2.25%. That's their index. If I look at, let me pull this up here real quick. The DAX in Germany, okay, the German equivalent to the Dow, thereabouts, down 3.18%. Okay, the Nikkei, Japan, down 1.11. All right. So it's hitting the markets all over the place. I mean, again, we are now looking at Dow futures as I'm doing this live, down 325. So we're just continuing this free fall. Now, we want to talk about banks, right? Let's go off of this morning's video. We'll start with First Republic Bank. All right. This is the one where you saw the lines over the weekend, people taking money out. First Republic stock on Friday closed at $81.76. It was down 14.84%, right? Down $14. Okay. Pre-market this morning, where the stock is indicated to open, get this, $33.40 right now, down 59%. Gee, think anything might be coming about there? All right. Stock's gone from $100 a share on Friday morning to $34 a share on Monday morning. Congratulations. This is like owning Bitcoin, okay? Except instead of losing your money over the course of a year, you lost your money over the course of a weekend. How about Western Alliance Bancorp? That one that I told you about this morning that hasn't hit anybody's radar, but I said kind of watch this one, okay? Western Alliance Bancorp closed on Friday at $49.34. It was down $13, or about 21% on Friday, right? So you figure it was $62 and change on Friday morning's open. It is indicated right now to open just over $17, down 65% this morning in the pre-market. Okay, so again, you've gone from 62 to 17. Congratulations, you've lost $45 a share, or near 75% of your money over the weekend. What are the chances that both of these banks don't exist by Friday? Hell, what's the chances both of these banks don't exist by 4 o'clock tonight? Okay, this is what's going on. It's hitting the stock market. It's hitting the bond market. The banks are in major trouble. The world stock market indices down. Okay. I mean, if we take a look at some of the other banks, all right, let's look at some of the big ones. If I pull up Citigroup is indicated to open this morning down 3%. Let's look. JP Morgan Chase, let's pull that one up, down 1.8%. What's another one? Bank of America. What's the symbol? Is it? No, Boeing is BA. What's Bank of America? BAC, that was what it was. Bank of America, okay, the largest American bank. Bank of America, indicated opening down 5% this morning. It's starting with the mid-sized banks. It's going to hit the big banks, guys. I'm not saying Wells Fargo, JP Morgan, anything like that are going out of business this week or whatever it is. If one of those falls, guys, all bets are off. The economy's toast. Because if the Fed is only coming out and bailing out 1/8 of SVB at the $200 billion in assets that they have, I don't know how much Bank of America has in assets, but I mean, that's in the trillions of dollars, okay? Before Friday, how many of you had ever heard of Silicon Valley Bank? Probably next to none of us, okay? How many of us have heard of Bank of America? Probably pretty much every one of us. We'll see what happens. The video here that's going to probably start coming out about bank runs is going to be quite interesting today. My advice, like I've said many times, have cash on hand. I'm not telling you to go to the bank and clear your bank account out, okay? You're not going to be able to do that anyway. The banks don't have that kind of cash. Depending on, if you got $200 in a bank, no problem, okay? If you got $20,000 in a bank, the bank's not going to have enough cash to handle a line to do it. But make sure you've got some cash. This may shake out in a day or two. This may shake out in a week or two. This may not shake out at all. This is just what's going on, guys. The beginning of the financial collapse that we've talked about for so long, that everybody called us conspiracy theorists about, today may be Black Monday, the first one we've seen since 1987. Okay? We'll see what happens, but it ain't looking pretty today to start. Keep your eyes open. Watch the stories on whatever bank you have, okay? If it's the local credit union, if it's the local bank, if it's a community bank, if it's a mid-sized bank, if it's a national bank, keep your eye on the news. Keep your ears open as to what's going on, because I know somebody on this channel is going to get affected drastically by one of these stories. And the faster I can keep you guys abridged as to what's going on so you can get ahead of the game, the better. But if you've got money in First Republic Bank, I'd be heading out the door on the way to the bank. If you've got money in Western Alliance Bancorp, I'd be doing the same, okay? There's a good chance your banks don't exist here within hours, if not days. I'll be back today, inevitably. Pinball out.